What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Podcast. I'm your host, Slap Rock the King, and I'm in here with the Uncensored crew. Slap, how you feeling? Oh, I'm doing good. Nobody asked me shit.
You started already.
Yo, that was
I saw Juan look like he gonna say me. Like, Slap, what up? Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I was like,
I'm good. I had a good week so far. You know what I'm saying? Little Honey in the building. What's up, Little Honey? What's up? More Juan here. What's up, Juan?
You asked me how I was feeling.
Oh, shit.
Stop
that. My bad.
Because I'm feeling great.
My bad. Oh, you look like you shining. What's up? You had a good...
She got some shimmer on. She was
You had a good week?
I'm trying to figure out why I agreed to this.
I don't know why you did it.
No, because she said something to me the other day, and I was like, "Oh, you can sit in the show anytime you want, nigga. What's up?" Matter of fact, I see you Saturday.
Look, the producer comes in.
So we got the producer. So, but before I ask the producer anything,
I'm in good, guys. Great week.
you had a great week.
Sad I gotta work tonight.
But you still you gonna make some money.
I got some fucking after that, so.
Oh, okay, all right,
I got the
well.
appointment set up. 2:30.
A.M.
Yeah.
Shit.
damn 2:30. You right? You like look?
I'm
I
leaving
get
at
off
2
at 2.
o'clock.
I'm gonna wipe down the bar one time.
I'm gonna wipe down the
It's gonna be
bar.
at 1 o'clock. I'm like, you done? Last call.
Oh man. Juan, how you feeling? You good though? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You got anything you want to tell us this week or anything? Like,
Anybody get on your fucking nerves?
no. Is
Oh,
anybody, you know? We just waiting for that one
I'm waiting for it
Saturday.
too. I'm waiting for it too.
I just don't think
promise.
she's ever gonna tell us if it
I
even
probably
happens.
won't
though.
tell y'all when it happens.
I
but
don't think you
I'ma
is.
tell y'all, like,
I don't think you is.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
She gonna tell us like a month later. When he
Right
ain't around no more.
after he done hit three times already. Like we need to know
times.
before it happened.
It's gonna be at
and
our 5th year anniversary.
Damn.
Wow.
before it happened.
Oh, you said
and-
I thought you meant me and whoever.
No,
is.
we're on year 2,
right.
2, 3. I don't even
Well,
know where we're
it depends on what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
So,
So we got the producer who is sitting in on our show today.
Lord have mercy.
How you
producer
doing?
extraordinaire.
Hello.
From the Lauren Reed live show.
Ooh, you got it
said
right.
it right. Lauren, how you doing?
Hey, y'all. What's going on?
How you feeling?
I feel good. We had a good, productive week.
Yes, you did. Lauren had a great event. What was that, Wednesday or Thursday?
It was Thursday.
This past Thursday was a wonderful event, and I'm so glad I was there to witness our engineer, who I didn't really know who was going to be performing. So let me just tell you something. When I walked in, right, I was shocked, only because, you know, Linnea, like, I didn't know who she was. Like she had heels on. That's the first thing I seen.
I did that.
I was like, wait, what the fuck is that? She got heels on. Then she had on like a, I don't know what it was.
It was like a tracksuit.
Right, it was like a tracksuit.
Yeah.
But it was like all the way zipped down
Oh,
here.
Oh, she had titties
Oh, I was
She had
like,
titties. Oh no, she had her titties out a couple. I saw her with titties
I've never
out.
seen
That's
it.
it.
I haven't.
I don't get to see the way my ankle is.
Oh yeah, why I get to see the titties?
Damn,
Yeah.
husky too, but I don't
Yo,
get to see 'em.
and them Jones was moving on stage. I was like, yo, she was dancing.
The titties was
She
Millie
was
rocking.
listen. As a woman, it's
They
like
are-
it's hard. I think I've never wore heels before, but it just looked like it's hard to dance with heels on. And she was
She was doing
moving.
a full 8 count because I didn't know.
She was back and forth like she had like a little bit of Beyonce in it. Then she did Jay-Z with the mic and you know what I mean? The Alicia Keys a
Then
little
she
bit.
wait, don't even forget that one song she was rapping fast. Like she
Right,
was like
straight twister, like,
I was like, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
shameless
So-
plug, if you want to go see it, go to the Water Ice Radio
Water Ice
Facebook
Radio.
page.
Hey.
And it's still
Facebook?
up there.
What's
Face-
that?
I said Water Ice
You said
Facebook.
Facebook.
What's
You said
Facebook?
Facebook page.
I said it. Facebook.
Facebook page, so it's still there. We can go watch
No,
it.
yes. The whole entire show.
Oh, okay.
The whole entire show was streamed live.
I didn't see.
Oh,
it.
right. Y'all
I
did say
I
that.
just ended up going on y'all live, like I think through the page.
Right. But if
Y'all
you want
did
to go
say that.
back and see Linnea's, well, Cree Native.
Creamy.
Okay.
That's nice.
I love that name.
Her performance, you can go to the Water Ice Radio Facebook page.
Right.
Yes.
And it is posted up there.
Pre-native. Wow.
Okay.
So
Everybody, who was the other performers?
Okay, so we had Cree Native, then we had Deanna Richmond out of Philly. Then we also had another gentleman named Twin. He rapped. We had
who's the girl from
No,
Portugal?
there was a group of guys that was like,
Yeah, I saw somebody like.
you're talking about Project
harmonizing
215.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Project 215 is amazing. They're
Them
actually
niggas jumped
from,
off the stage and
They are from Philly and they are signed on L.A. Reid's label.
Yeah.
And they are really, really good. It reminds me of like a
They
younger
new-
version, New Edition,
or
like
Jodeci.
a newer.
No,
yeah.
they was
Jodeci?
Yeah.
They was
Oh, wow.
gyration,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that. They was
Really? Were they 21?
Oh, them niggas was flipping off the stage and
They look
everything.
young to me. I thought I was.
They look young, but they are legal.
Okay.
They
How
are
you doing?
legal. Their hit song right now is called
Gyration.
Sexaholic.
Hold on.
okay.
Featuring Kyra. Okay.
we need to get a little. I need to hear that.
Yeah, you do. Did they did that song there, right?
Yeah, they
do
did. That was their last
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
The girl from Portugal is Deanna Richmond that you were talking about. We also had
Oh no.
I'm like, yummy, okay.
No, I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that.
What's that girl name?
I ain't
from,
mean like
the
that.
girl name. Then we had Shay Sav from New Jersey. He was like a Tory Lane-ish. Like he sang, then he also rapped.
Oh yeah. I remember
He was
him.
good. And then last but not least, we had Just Frenchie from West Philly. Just Frenchie is crazy.
Yeah.
She is like a
can dance
triple
too, right?
threat. She can sing, she can dance, she can rap. She tore that thing down. She's what's up. So yeah, go back and watch it. Her whole family is talented. Her brother is Bino French, who also is
Yeah.
a
I know
singer
that
as
was
well.
real.
What family?
Yeah, brother and sister. And they kind of like tearing it up right now. So go back and watch all the performances.
It was
What
a
Ice
dope
Radio
night.
Facebook page is there.
Shout out to the caterer. Shout out to T.
Ooh, T was there. She
Yeah.
killed it.
She
I know. I
done-
saw. I was mad. I saw the
Yeah.
wings, the sliders.
Listen,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I called T last minute. Shout out to T. I called her last minute and said, hey, had a little confusion with the other caterer. They canceled on us.
I was about to say I didn't know she was gonna be
Yeah,
here.
it was
Yeah.
very last minute. And she was like, literally, what's the date? Let me check my calendar. No problem. And
Yeah.
she came through. She had the green room stacked. We had shrimp cocktail, salmon sliders, 2 types of wings, a pasta salad.
Oh, I didn't know she had salmon slides. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, she had
Was in the
salmon.
back. Was in the back. You was in.
I went in the back though.
Oh, you was able to go to the green room.
Yeah.
I was in the
Oh,
back.
you was in the back.
Hey, look, we under Water Ice Radio, baby.
Yeah.
Come on now.
She
Come
killed
on.
it.
Man.
Fruit
Yeah.
tray, cheese tray. She
I seen
killed
that.
it.
Oh, she wasn't there, sir. Like
No, she
selling
did both.
food.
She did
Oh,
both.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came prepared with that for the green room, and then she killed it on the outside selling too.
Stop it.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
lined up
Yeah.
for the pie, for the shrimps, for
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
The
the
food was
pie.
banging.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
T
pie
did her.
was-
T did her thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Wait,
T.
Linnea actually wants to be included right now.
Oh,
She all like,
okay,
she
yes.
all like
The pie.
that pie.
Yo.
Let me tell y'all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got that steak hungry.
Yeah.
That steak was hungry. And it was all them people in the green room eating up all that food. I was like, listen, I ain't waiting for y'all. I went and got me a piece of pie and sat my head down. And I was content. She was content.
Quick
So-
last shout out though. Shout out to Tito's Vodka for sponsoring the event as well.
Y'all had Tito's
There
right
was
here?
bottles of Tito's on the
So
room.
pissed that I wasn't
Y'all
at
drink
this
white.
one.
Oh, that's right up
Dang.
wine. Holly.
It was.
I
No,
don't
why?
drink vodka as
Why?
much
And when
as I
you-
used to, but yes, I definitely do drink
Every
Tito's.
time you come to my house, I got that bottle of
Yes, you
Tito's.
do.
You're the only one drinking that joint.
Listen, Tito's hooked us up.
Tito's.
What?
The green room was the official Tito's green room. They hooked us up
I
with
did see that's when you was doing the.
yeah, they hooked us up with
didn't even
some
know that.
bottles. People was back there getting lit. So shout out to Tito's.
Yeah,
You were
y'all-
getting lit.
No, listen.
She didn't have any of that.
I don't
Well, she
really
had
do-
none of that.
I
She had
ain't
the
do
those.
that. I'm
Oh,
not
you-
really
oh,
a vodka.
you listen.
Vodka makes me sick.
I gave her. She asked for tequila, right? So I said, "What kind you want?" And then she was thinking. She said, "Just get me something nice, right?" You talking to the wrong
I'm
person.
the wrong person. I
'Cause
turned my
gave-
back.
I gave her. I told her I told her we'll give her the strongest tequila is the Espanol, right? The one with the
Espanol.
skull on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gave her that one.
Espanol.
So when
Chill. That's how you got it.
he came back with the drink, he's like, "Let me know if she want more juice in it." I said, "Nah, she cool."
You should have been like this.
I was like, "No, yeah." I was like, no,
I took
she
a little
cool.
sip. I was like, this shit.
She was strong that shit. Strong like.
That's how
It
you
was
can
no
I
always
said, that ain't gonna work,
It
sis.
was no juice.
It'd be so funny when people get a drink and they be trying to
Right.
make that shit.
That shit is not.
Just good.
That shit is
It
not
was
gonna work.
good though. He did a good job.
Yeah, he made a nice little drink. He made a nice.
All right, but
little
enough
drink,
about
so.
that.
Yeah,
What y'all got going on the show today?
Again, definitely shout out to Water Ice Radio and
Shout out to
they're
Tank.
one.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Before we get into it, we're gonna keep it with we're gonna keep it on the music tip. But Kanye dropped his new album yesterday, and it's a tasteful album. It's not I don't consider it one of his best, but it's tasteful. I'm just really upset that it's 11 songs and it's only 27 minutes.
That's
The
short.
entire album is
That's
really
really short.
Could have been an hour.
I mean, I'm lost on why certain artists do that, and especially after you don't drop an album in a long time. Well, he dropped an album like I forgot the name of the album. It was Ye, and it was trash too.
But that one was short too. I
That,
feel
but
like.
that had 9 songs or 7 songs, and that was 24 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Jay-Z did that with the 444 album. He had 9 tracks, and it was
But
only like
444
it was
wasn't
like
trash.
a 30. Well, hell no. Every song was a banger, and they was.
It was a gospel album,
So this is the thing.
and it's on a hip hop chart, so they were kind of upset about that.
I don't want anybody to be upset with Kanye about making a gospel album. Snoop Dogg made a gospel album, and it was number 1 on the charts.
It definitely
It was
was.
number 1 on the gospel charts,
That's what I want to know.
and it had 32 songs on there.
But
Dang, I can't listen to it.
can a gospel album be put on the gospel chart
See,
and on the hip hop?
So
chart?
this
How
is
does that work?
yeah. See, but this is the thing. Kanye's album is not really a gospel album. He's not cursing on there. You know what I'm saying? He's just using different. It's a different sound. He got Fred Hammond on there. But that's the only gospel person I think is on the album.
Well, why wouldn't you consider it gospel? Because I've listened to it, and he is, I don't want to say preaching, but he is talking about serving Jesus
Is it
Christ,
gospel
and it
rap?
is. I don't even want to call it gospel.
It's
rap.
not even gospel rap.
It's different.
It's really. That's why I say
Is
it's
it
a
more like-
tasieful album. Something you could.
Like he's
If you a
talking to
Kanye,
you?
yeah.
He's
something
definitely
like that.
talking to you. I feel like what he's doing on the album is talking through his transformation, basically.
Right.
Why
Right.
he is doing what he
Yeah.
is doing
Yeah.
right now.
Trying to make everybody understand because everybody's confused by.
And
Right.
I'm kind of still confused a little bit. My thing is this. I feel like Kanye right now is like that individual who learned something new. You just learned something new, so now you think you know everything.
Yes.
You just gotta fall back because it's gonna come. Your time is going to come. But just
And I also
let
feel
it come.
He's pushing it on. He's trying to push his narrative. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's like pushing
see, the
it.
only reason why I disagree with that is because like his very first hit was Jesus Walks.
Right.
So it's not like he's pushing it. It's just that he's new to it. Just like when he be talking about slavery and all that shit. Like you learn one new thing about slavery, now you know everything.
Right.
But you don't.
Right,
He was talking about the Democrat Party and the Republican
like that
Party.
one thing.
You got to understand that the Republicans back then in the 1800s are the Democrats like of now. You know what I'm saying? But he like, well, you know, they were Republicans first, and they this and they that. No, dog. Learn your history before you start talking.
Not even learn. Even yes, you should learn your history. However, most people don't realize that if you are a faithful Christian, most Christians are very conservative people and believe a lot of what Republicans believe in. Anybody that's like that's more to the right than anything necessarily because they believe in. They don't believe in pro-choice. They believe in pro-life and all. Like they don't none of this stuff. Unprotected. I mean, unprotected sex is actually better than protected sex because wearing condoms is preventing procreation. Right, yeah. So, like, if you really think deep into it like that,
your party that some people don't know.
They don't.
But when you talk about generation, you know, it's like, well, I'm gonna be a Democrat because my mom's a Democrat,
right?
But you don't know nothing about being a Democrat,
Right.
So it's really about just educating yourself. I think
to
we
the
learn about
person
it in
even.
history, but it's not enough.
Well, people also don't know that back in the day during a lot of like civil rights times, and even once, well, I don't want to say rights, but they said they gave us rights, right?
Right.
A lot of black people were Republicans. People don't know that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
They still are today.
But see, the difference is the black people back then in the 1800s that were Republicans are what the black people are today that are Democrats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Republicans back then aren't the Donald Trump Republicans back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is. I think
You know what I'm
right
saying?
now it's like you have Republicans, you have Donald Trump Republicans, and you have Democrats.
Right. No,
That's
that's
true.
a great. That's a great
I have
assessment.
friend
Yeah.
that's a Republican, but she did not vote for Donald Trump.
Right, a lot of them did.
But she still is a Republican. She's gonna vote. She would want another Republican in office. So that doesn't change my view of her now. If she voted for Donald Trump, then my view does change.
Right.
Because it's like you're voting for hate.
Donald Trump was a Democrat. All of a sudden, he became a Republican when he was running for president.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause he felt like that was
they were
probably
able
easier.
Yeah, because it seems like they were way more gullible into believing the
And
things that he did.
exactly,
Absolutely.
because they all bullies and
But can I
stuff
just
like
say
that.
this one thing about Kanye? Like, I'm not a big Kanye fan. As
How you feel about the album though?
album is different. It's just different. I mean, it's one of those. I'm one of those people that had to listen to the album more than once to kind of really give an assessment
Well, you
if I
could have
like
listened
it.
to it 80 times by now. It was only
I
27
know.
minutes.
I literally just listened to it on my way here, right? So it's different. I think the production is excellent. I think one thing about Kanye is that he's a perfectionist.
Yes.
His producing skills is off the charts, right? I think that's cool. I just posted this the other day on my Facebook page that I don't dislike Kanye because he decided to now give his life to Christ. That has nothing to do with my disdain with him. It's his comments about certain things that he's very contradicting. Like he just did an interview with Big Boy and said like things about we giving ourselves up to social media and this and that and the other, but your in-laws and your wife is a part of the biggest social media scheme of all time. All time, right? And when Big Boy asked him about that, he couldn't answer the question. He couldn't answer the question.
The motherfucker couldn't answer the question. He
Question.
asked him about that. He went this way and started laughing and joking.
And joking and
Like,
did something
spent the
else.
Because he
whole-
knows it's the truth.
It's the truth.
That's funny.
He
Now I need to
said,
go watch it.
yeah, you definitely
You
gotta
gotta
watch
watch
it.
it.
He is the biggest walking contradiction ever. Like,
And that's why
he's
to
like,
me his word don't mean shit.
right. You know what?
So it's like this album to me is like it doesn't ring true because you're not a
If-
truth. It's like nothing's real.
if you
about it.
really listen to Kanye's
I feel like
album,
it's an act.
his albums, he really be talking about himself. Listen at the thing he said a long time ago, the song with Jamie Foxx. You get on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl. What'd he do?
Get on.
What
leave
did he
your-
do?
Check. When they said check.
What
Every
did he do?
single time every single time I see them, I hear that in my head. Looking at like I'm just like
Come on, man. It's just like, no, I really want you to know your stuff. He's talking about cultures and stuff like that. We're talking about, oh, they got a foreign, they got this. Kanye, how many Maybachs do you have? How many Maybachs do Kim and Chloe? You know, how many Maybachs do they have? Like, you can't talk about culture and talking down about it
True.
where you are a part of it. You are
He
a
said black
part
people
of
are
it.
cultureless, and I was kind of like,
Cultureless.
wow, that's
When he said that, I was like, yo, damn. It's like he really. I was already pissed off from the short ass album. That's number one. I was already pissed off. I was already pissed off of that. But then I was pissed off like he don't educate himself when he's talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like a preacher who just started out preaching.
Yeah.
But he want to be the man, but he don't know his shit. He sit there and tell you.
So your sermons is all over the
Your
place.
sermon all over. Shadrach and Meshach, they the ones who created Shake Shack. Sodom and Gomorrah was Thanos' son and daughter.
you stupid. But that's how the
You
interview.
don't know your shit.
But that's how the interview felt because some stuff he was spitting some gems.
He spit
and
knowledge
then,
and then he just go
way left.
What I don't like about him, and we gotta go. This is one thing I don't like about him. He do interviews with people who are very passive aggressive. They don't ask him hard questions. He do interviews with Zayn and Big Boy, but he will never go back on Breakfast Club. And he won't never go back to Ebro in the morning. He won't go there because they gonna ask that nigga real shit.
Oh yeah.
And he don't.
Charlamagne's going in.
Yeah, he don't. And that's the thing. I'm like, he a fucking Gemini.
I just hope he really not playing with God.
And I kind of feel like he is.
I don't think he's playing with God. I just don't think he's educated enough, and he's just talking too much right now.
Okay.
You're talking too much about something that you know a little bit about. You know what I'm saying? And I think you need to slow down on that. Yo, you said we gotta go? Did you say we gotta go? Because we ain't talking about Tank yet.
Hurry up.
All right,
Right.
well, yeah. So
what happened
Tank.
when you got
well,
your
let's-
fingers on the-
Yes, it's in LA.
I mean,
we can save Tank
Yeah,
for that.
let's
We can
Okay.
save Tank for that. But I wanted to talk about the fucking hardest.
All right,
signs.
well, listen.
All right, so real quick,
So
Kyra.
Shade Room put up a post, and I thought it was very interesting about the hardest signs to love. And guess who the hardest sign to love?
It ain't Gemini, right?
It definitely ain't Gemini, but people wanted to.
I know
They
my
really
sign
want to say it's us.
was at the end.
Y'all
Virgo.
crazy.
And I'm like, when I seen Virgo, I'm like, nigga. One thing it says in here, it says they have trouble letting their walls down.
Yes.
And open it up. My ex was a Virgo, and I was like, ding, 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 ding. Scorpio, y'all freaks.
Oh, Scorpio number 2.
They number 2.
I don't want to say that.
Who number 3?
They're freaks.
It gotta be a Leo. Okay.
Sagittarius.
Well, they
What
mean.
number?
Yeah, y'all.
Sagittarius, some of the nicest
Sagittarius
people.
There
Everybody
are
loves
no
Sagittarius.
signs more flighty, impulsive, and all over the place than a Sag.
That's not true.
In
That
some
sound like
ways,
wine. That sound like wine.
This makes them very exciting partners, and whoever they are with will never be bored. But on the flip side, it makes them nearly impossible to settle down.
So that's number 3.
That's number
Or who number 4? Leo.
4, Aquarius,
Ugh,
Dang.
I can't.
my baby dad.
What's number 5?
5,
Shout out to my man
Capricorn.
Lawrence.
Leo was not in the top
no,
5.
And I definitely can't do Capricorns because
Capricorn's number
I'm
5.
surprised
Yeah,
that the
Capricorns
Sagittarius
are
in the top
the
5.
worst.
I can't.
Capricorn's too damn
But you know what? I know
Capricorns are moody as fucking. I love my dad, but my dad is moody as
annoying.
fuck.
One of my best friends
If
and
he's
my
in-
husband are Capricorn. I'd be like, y'all two.
If my dad's in the bad mood, he wants everybody to be in that same mood. Nigga.
Oh yeah, he want to bring everybody down.
Yeah.
Geminis.
That's how the husband
We
is.
number
What number
6.
y'all?
You know what?
We
You know what
number
they said
6.
about Geminis? When we do love, we love hard, which I think is so true. Like I can't fall in love with
Y'all
anybody,
phone
but when
goes
I
down.
do,
So that didn't go with the Virgo then.
no.
Didn't make-
I
that
would
work.
know. I was hard on him.
That was saying
but-
he wasn't.
Right. So that's why. It
Right.
makes, oh my god, yo, this makes so much sense.
What's
Leo
else?
is number 7.
He
Aries is
should've
number
been
8.
Ah,
one or
there we
two.
go. See, we easy,
And you know
we
what?
lovable.
Y'all are. I have a lot
Yeah,
of
my
friends.
mama Aries.
When's your birthday?
April 5th.
Right
Really?
at the end of March. Yes.
My
I
mom's
have a
birthday
lot
April
of-
6th, yo.
Really?
It's crazy.
I have a lot of Aries friends. Like a lot of my close friends are Aries, so I can say that. Taurus, number 9.
Ugh.
Libras, number 10, who are my
Really?
number 1 favorites.
Where the
I
fuck
love-
is Cancer's at?
Where the Pisces at?
Pisces are number 11.
Really?
It says that they feel deeply. They are all emotion. They have no trouble expressing what they want
That's a
and
lie.
need from people who they love.
Wow.
Cancer is number 12. And they're the easiest ones to love. Cancers they're the biggest nurturers. I can agree with that on some of my friends. They're caretakers, most likely to love unconditionally other zodiacs.
Why do y'all
And they're
think?
forgiving.
Why y'all think Geminis get such a hard time?
Because a lot of people.
Because they hear the two-faced thing. I think that's the all that,
I mean, they go by
that
the two-faced
two-faced
thing.
is just like, that's all. To me, I say it's not two-faced. I have two sides.
Right.
I fuck with you or I don't fuck with
I think every sign got two sides. It's just
But
that
ours is more clear.
It's just,
They
it's just
definitely
broad.
It's
Ours
very
is just
distinct.
And-
yeah.
Even
Well, wait. All right. So listen, if you didn't know I was a Gemini, could you tell that I was a Gemini?
Now, yes.
That's not fair. You can just say.
Now,
But you know,
yes.
also about Geminis, we are all over the place. Like I'm all over the place. My daughter, she's a Gemini. She's all over the place. Our house is fucked up.
No, but I think what I read about Geminis is that we work better under a lot of
Pressure.
pressure and confusion.
Yes.
Like your whole room could be in a disarray, but you can write a whole goddamn essay and get 100 on it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, other people need cleanliness. Everything got to be in order. You gotta have. All I need is a book, a pen, maybe a candle, and some music, and that's it. Cause I can write while I'm listening to music.
Well, this whole show
You
isn't about
know
Geminis.
Yeah.
Excuse me, because
What are you-
I am a Sagittarius, and
And you was
we
up-
should
You were
be,
number
we should
three.
be
You was-
number
you was
one.
top
We should
three.
be number 12.
No, what's your
We get along with everybody.
what's your number 3?
But just because
can't
along don't
believe
mean
it.
y'all fall in love easy. And that
Well,
makes me so much
I
you.
definitely don't fall in love easily, but
Or give up the yams easy, neither.
Right.
If
Them
y'all-
yams is in the cans.
I know.
I'm about to say, if y'all leave whining her yams alone.
No, them
No.
cans is in the, them yams
They
in
in
the
there.
cans.
They marinating
On
like
the
a
shelf.
bug.
Them
Top
joints.
shelf. And I'm a midget.
Her yams in a slow cooker. Them joints
You still don't know.
cooking like in a crock pot. Her yams in a crock pot.
Them
All right,
joints-
y'all. We got to take a break. We be right back. Water Ice Radio Uncensored Podcast.
And welcome back.
That punch my titty, y'all. I want everybody in the universe to know.
She deserved it.
I just want to say I'm excited that I
deserve
got
it.
to be a part of the welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're back. All right.
All right. This letter today is titled.
Lauren got to answer first.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm overreacting. Okay. Every day, my husband calls his mom after work on his drive home and sits in his truck to talk to her, for sometimes up to a half hour before coming inside to greet me. I feel he should come and talk to me first after work, and this is disrespectful to me as his wife. When I talk to him about it, he says I'm being ridiculous and implies I'm trying to keep him from talking with his mom. I tell him to just come inside after work, then call her later in the evening. He's very close with his mom, and I respect that, but it's bizarre. He's prioritizing his mother over me. Shouldn't I be the first point of contact after a long day? Also, I have checked and confirmed several times that this is who he is talking to every day, so Slap can't add another letter to this letter. Okay, so...
They said that?
No.
Oh,
Yo, I wish they
I'm about to go in on her. I'm already about to go in on her, but
He writing notes.
Okay.
All right, so
Scribble.
I'm gonna try to keep this short because a couple things. I come from a very close knit family, right? If I don't talk to my mom every day, she's calling me like, well, what's up? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And my mom is very close to her boys. Her sons, she could say, I love y'all all equally, but it's a lie. Her boys, that's it. So it's hard for me to kind of answer this question because I just think, yes, you are overreacting a little bit. However, when you decide to marry someone and you become one, your wife becomes number one.
Right.
Your mom can still be your mom, but your wife still should come first. That's a part of being the head of the household. Your wife should be the next person in line. But I don't think you should try to put a wedge between a mother and their son. You want your husband to treat you like he would treat his mother.
Right.
That's like a really big thing. And that can cause a lot of strife within your marriage, trying to build that wedge between them.
strife.
I just think it can.
Write it. Yo, don't spell it.
I was looking at Lene.
I can't with y'all. But no, seriously, why can't they just have a conversation
Right.
and just say, hey, I know you like to talk to your mom on your ride home. Once you park up, hey, mom, I'm home now. I'm going to go inside. And that's the end of the conversation.
Oh, wait, so he's still talking to her when he get in the house, too?
He's inside the car for like
Another
30
half an
minutes.
hour.
So because I think that's disrespectful. I have a lot of friends that are married, and me and one of my best friends, we talk every day on our way home from work. But when she pulls up to the driveway, she like, all right, Lauren, I'm about to go in the crib. I see, Kareem is already here. I'm going to call you later. And we may text throughout the night or whatever. We're talking about a show. But she is definitely not on the phone holding like actual conversations. That's family time.
Right.
So I can see what she's saying, but I just think it needs to be some type of limits and boundaries that they need to kind of come up with.
Right. Okay. Juan says she agrees 100% with Lauren. And I will add that I do think sometimes, like, you would think, just trying not to segue a little bit, but I feel like the mom kind of sort of plays a small role into this, because I feel like as a mother, I would be like, you should probably go in the house now. Like, because my aunt and hers and my cousin, her son, are a lot like that. He calls her multiple times a day while he's at work on his breaks and stuff like that. And she complains that if you can tell that when his wife is there, that she won't call him, and like that's their time that they're supposed to talk to each other. And I'm like, they like play a little jealousy a little bit sometimes. So sometimes that can happen. It depends on the relationship with the parent. But yeah, I do think that she is overreacting, and that, he still should probably just go in the house once he gets home, because depending on how long you drive from home, if you're talking to her from the moment you get in the car all the way up to the house and another 30 minutes or more in the car, that's a bit excessive.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go in the house at this point. I'm not going to tell you to stop talking to your mother, but can you at least be like, I'm still talking, like, come in the house, like, what's up, babe? Get that, whatever. Right. And, I'm on the phone with my mom still.
Right.
Something like
but
that.
Every day?
I mean, it is a lot, but I don't think I would feel, I don't know if I would feel some type of way or not, but I would just tell him how I feel about it if I was her. But yeah, that's how, that's all I have
I think
to
we
add.
should dig deeper. Something must be up with the mom.
Here's my thing. I don't talk to my parents every day. So
I used to talk to my mom every day too.
do not talk. I might go. Maybe I feel bad now because I go weeks without talking to my parents.
What?
Weeks? Oh, no, hell no.
Wow.
If I didn't talk to my mom by a
I
certain
really
time of the
do.
day, I'd
That's
be like,
bad.
what the?
I don't talk. I'm not.
talking to you?
But you know what it is? Like we have interactions or text messages, but I'm not. I never. Not even with my family.
Weeks?
I don't talk to. I'm
Or
not gonna say
days?
week. I would say I might not talk to my mom this week. I might talk to her next week or the week after if I need
God.
something or if I gotta tell her something. But it's not like it's a forced thing. Like, oh, it's 3 weeks. Let me call mom. It's like, oh, I gotta tell my mom something or I need her for something. I really am not a phone person, so I don't talk to my best friends every week.
I mean, mine is
I don't
exactly
talk-
like I talk to one of my best friends every day.
I don't like when
Usually
people do
on
that.
the
I'm
way
like,
to work,
what are y'all fucking talking about? Like,
But
I don't know.
the thing
what
with
people
us,
are talking
though-
about every fucking like. What could you possibly be talking to your mom about
People sometimes
every
gonna be talking
fucking
about
day?
That
nothing.
Gemini shit.
Right, exactly.
No, seriously, like literally. Now I'm sitting here like, Lauren, what do you fucking talk to your
But
girlfriend
look,
about
if
every
we
day?
get, if she called me and
Every
I'm in the
day.
house, I'd be like,
Or-
what do you want? Like,
But
this is not our time
You know
to
what
talk
it is
to
with
each
me?
other.
I don't like being on the phone.
Okay.
So when I do talk to my girlfriends,
Me.
like my girlfriend, I talked to my girlfriend Abby last night. We haven't seen each other in like 3 weeks, so our conversation went about 20 minutes. I don't want to be on the phone too long. That shit is annoying. When I'm in the house, I just want to. I don't know. I'm a social person. I'm more of an interact.
Are you a texter?
No, I don't text either. I like to just
She
be
hell
horrible
no.
in fucking text.
I like to be around people.
But
So
she want to
being
text
on a-
when she want to text.
Right.
'Cause
And
if
then
she
you
got
better
something to say-
reply.
exactly.
You better reply in a timely manner when she texts.
And about business, yes.
No,
Period.
not whatever.
Period.
But no, seriously, it's now I feel bad because I really definitely don't.
You should.
I don't
You
feel
should-
bad
you
because
should
I've been
feel
like
bad.
this all my life. to be
So,
honest
let me
with
tell you
My
something.
parents are used to it. I was always the
Nah,
one
don't
who was
matter.
never around. Like I
Are
was
you the
just-
youngest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you
What?
are? I
Yeah.
thought you were. I didn't know you was the oldest.
So I'm always the one that, like my siblings, they probably talk to my parents more. I think they do. Like I've always was the one who stayed out with my girlfriends when we were young. We lived in Jersey. I
For
was
weeks
never
at a
home.
time.
Yeah, I was never around.
You got to get to the point where where your roles reverse with your parents, where you know your parents took care of you, now you take care of them, and y'all know how close I am with my mom, and we talk every day, and we don't talk long, but we talk every day.
Yeah.
What do y'all talk
And
about?
How
was bird?
it's not even that though. It's just like I'm checking on my mom. You good? You need something to eat? I'll bring you some food. You know what I'm saying? You got your medicine. You got your blood pressure medicine. Like you need to do that because I just y'all know I just lost my aunt like 2-3 weeks ago, and my cousin didn't do right by her mom. She was the first one to fall out, faint
Yep.
in the bathroom. Cause that guilt hit her so quick. You're never gonna be able to apologize, say sorry, I love you.
Right.
None of that. So if your parents should pass away, right, and you know in your heart and your parent knew in their heart that that the love was real and you took care of them and they took care of you, vice versa. Of course you're gonna cry. You're human.
Right.
You ain't gonna feel no guilt.
Right.
You ain't gonna feel no guilt. Now with this letter, he's not talking to his mom.
Oh, come on, celeb.
He's not.
You talk to
talking
wait.
his
Say, that's not fair. You talk to your mom every day.
Listen, I talk to my mom every day. I don't talk to my mom for 30 minutes.
She says she
I don't talk to my.
confirmed.
I don't talk to my mom. She's lying. I don't talk to my mom the whole ride from work, which is a 25-minute ride. Then get in front of my house and then sit in the car talk for another
Right,
30
wait,
minutes.
I don't see that
What the
point.
fuck are you
I
talking
don't see
Is
why that's
talking
happening.
to his side joint.
Before
That's
he go in the
his-
That he
house.
got in
No, so this what
his
happened.
phone under
he,
mom.
He talked.
Hello.
Or
He-
mom,
Hello?
mom,
Mom
two.
one, mom two,
two.
mom work, mom sell, mom fax. He got all that shit in there. He ain't talking to his mom in front of the house. Come on.
Yeah.
30 minutes after a 25-minute ride or where the fuck he work at? Come on, sis.
Well, here's the test. If he's coming in the house and saying I'm on the phone with my mom, and you can tell whether you're talking to your mom
Oh,
or you're
hell
not,
yeah.
right?
No.
But if he's
hanging up
hanging
in the
up,
car.
if he's hanging up in the car, he's definitely talking to mom fax.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If he does it consistently every day, he's talking to mom fax.
Yeah. So listen, sweetheart. Yeah, You're not overreacting. You're just being a little gullible. You're just being a little gullible. It's okay. No nigga in this world talks to their mom that long every day
That's a
and
lie.
sits in
That
front of
is
the
a lot,
house
but-
and talk 30. No, so look.
But let me say, I line dance with my mom. So me and my mom had that Wednesday line dance. So we have our thing. You know what it is? I'd rather be where me and my family be hanging together all the time.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
so
mean?
you
Okay,
see
y'all ready
each
to be
other.
together.
But you
Yeah,
may not talk
like,
on the phone.
I just can't. Like my dad, he sends goofy text messages all the time, and he always got the kids. But it's like,
Y'all got a group chat?
yeah, we have
We do too.
We got a family group chat, and then we got the WhatsApp chat where my mom went to Hajj, so
Okay.
we can so now my dad be posted in there all the time. So it's a constant thing. But I think I grew up, and I think being Muslim was a part of that too. Where like when you're a Muslim, your parents and like y'all not like I think a lot of kids grew up really close and talked about sex. We didn't do all that. So being in my household was very like. So I'm not gonna be talking to my mom about my boyfriend. Like that's not norm. That's not the norm.
You
in my
don't do
house.
that? Oh,
No.
because of the maybe because of your religion.
Yeah, like let's say with a Muslim guy.
And it's
so like
different,
part
too.
of that is I think the reason like how I was raised was like my mom was my mom, my dad, my parents, and it was like certain things you just didn't talk about.
Right.
And I feel like y'all talked about this before, but let me just pose a question. Would you date someone that's not family orientated?
No.
Absolutely not.
Because I like, even though my family, like I said, even though my family, and it's funny though, because my sister's boyfriends, like they're around, but they're not around. Because they're not like in our family yet like that, even though one's married. But you gotta be somebody that's able to hang. Like you're not gonna come to everything, I get it. But you gotta be, and I've noticed all of like my cousins in their relationships, the best ones are the ones that the cousins got fully involved with the family.
Right.
Like they like your cousin there. Like you
Right.
feel the connection.
I
And then
can't-
they break up. You be like, what?
Damn, you
can still come.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't trust you if you ain't family oriented. I can't even trust you around my kid.
No,
Oh, that's true. You
I
got
can't even.
kids.
I can't even
you
trust you
be-
around my kid. Like what? Nah.
Yeah, that's
So
true. That's true.
listen, boo. All right.
You wow.
Talking to mom.
Facts.
Facts. While as soon as he park up, he probably talked to his mom for 4 minutes. That's how long I talked to my mom. If that. 3 might be 3.
3:59.
But do you call her multiple? So my mom calls multiple times in the day,
Well,
and they're short conversations.
It's real short,
But
but we might talk.
are y'all
So this is the thing. It might
I
be
used to
something
talk
you.
to my mom about
It might be
bunch of
something
stuff.
that
Bunch
you
of stuff.
asking. Can you do?
Right.
Can you go to my house? Can you fix this? You know, something like that. You know what I
I
mean?
was supposed to take something to my mom's house like 3 weeks ago. I'm
It's
like,
not a. It's
I'm
not a
rich.
whole. It's not a whole conversation.
I used to call my mom and be like, can you tell me if they got grapes on sale at ShopRite?
Stuff like
this
that.
is the kind of stuff that bothers me to this day without I need to work out in therapy because
You
if
miss-
it's stuff like that, it took me a long time to not accidentally try to call my mom to ask her about stuff on sale.
Oh,
So,
then I'm definitely need to go and sit on the couch because the stuff my mom still does for us is my mom would do pretty much anything for her kids.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's hard to break that when
Yes.
you have a nurturing.
My mom wanted us to live with wanted us all to live together. Like she was like, y'all can still live here. We like, nah, we like, so everybody went out.
My mom is currently trying to get me to buy a home with this one. Okay?
Yeah.
Y'all should
No,
just
no,
live
no.
in the same. Y'all should
But
just
you
live
know
in the
what
If it was a
same.
big house,
But the
y'all
thing
could.
about it is,
Big
that's
house.
what's wrong with black families. Because if you notice, a lot of my white friends, they didn't move out and get apartments. They live with their parents in their big ass homes, and then they went and bought another fucking house.
Right.
My dad-
No, Asians do that.
They did.
and white
But-
people,
A lot
and
of
like certain
other-
white families.
But
I would
I'm
say
saying,
Italian.
I feel like
What
maybe
happens-
not bigger families, but if they're like an only child, 2 kids, maybe sometimes they still
They
live
wait
at
till
home.
everyone stack all their money
Yeah.
up, and then
'Cause I
everybody
feel
goes.
if
we
my
be going
sister-
fucking broke.
If I didn't have my sister living at
And
my
you live
mom's
in
house,
apartments.
I would have stayed at my mom's house until I bought a house because my mother was not one of those type of people that was all in my business, going through my stuff.
Okay.
You know, that kind of mom. Like, but she was my mother. She wasn't my friend. You know,
Listen,
but I would have stayed home. 'cause
when
I, ain't
I
had no
moved
problem.
out, and then my parents had to move with me because our family house get caught on fire, so they had to stay with me for a year. It was, and all my siblings is going. I'm like, I was in the. Can y'all come get them? They're annoying. I'm like, once you move out of your parents' home, you cannot come back. So now it's like, I gotta cook for all y'all. Like, I'm like, my mom and dad arguing, they're dating. Kara, I'm like, this is too fucking much. So when they moved fucking back out, I was like, thank God, cause y'all know
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot.
You
Yeah,
can't, you can't move out and
It's-
But once they going, they going.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it that way.
Once they gone, they gone, and it's okay to be close with your family.
Yes.
It's not a problem with that. Kyra, you need to step your game up.
All right, so I'm gonna start doing.
Not even. Listen,
I might be exaggerating, but I do. I mean, we are.
Hey, mom,
our
you need
family-
something? Dad, what's up? I'm about
She
to ride
like,
past the
you
Mass
need something.
J. You need some bean pies?
I live there. Here they always there.
You know what I'm saying? They might need ride past the Mass
Mass
J.
J.
Yeah, Pop, you need some bean pies? You're like,
And I mean, like, my private table,
you need the last call.
I
Pick that
don't
up for you.
even like even for the eat, right? I'll still go because my dad wants all the family there. So
Okay.
even if I didn't do Ramadan the whole month, I'm gonna go because that's what my dad wants.
Right.
So we do respect the family, and we do, make sure that we're all around. We're a close family, but we were never. I'm not a phone person, so it's not my family. It's not my girlfriends. It's nobody. I ain't a phone with. Even the guys I talk to, there's quick conversation.
I ain't a phone person either. I'm really not, man. I'd be like, why are you fucking if my phone rings, I'm nervous because I'm thinking it's a phone call like, yo, get to the hospital or something. Because don't nobody call me. Niggas know that I don't talk on the phone. If they call me, it gotta be something important. Yo, turn the news on. Yo, you heard this or something like that.
Right.
Don't be calling like, yo, what's up, bro? Nigga, what? The fuck is wrong?
You guys,
You can't text me that shit.
Do y'all talk on the phone like that?
No.
though?
So
No.
I'm glad you just said that. So
Hell
any
no.
dude that ever tells me like, "Yo, my homie on the line," he's lying. It's a girl. No dudes don't. Or it'll be like, "Hold on, this such and such real quick." He coming back real quick. Y'all not having long conversations.
yeah.
If you have to physically hang up on me
Listen,
to talk to your boy,
no.
stop lying.
No, hold. Listen.
Stop lying.
It depends on number one. No, if it was really his homie, and if his homie was really telling him something.
Usually they tell him a story.
Yeah, sometimes because sometimes I remember one time I was on the phone. I was on the phone with a girl, and my homie called me. It was because he had got caught. I had to hang up with Shorty because I didn't know if I had to now I got to be an alibi. Where we got to go?
In a
I got to call you right
situation
back.
You just said,
You know what I'm saying?
That y'all don't talk like that, so
Right.
if they call,
Oh wait, we got to go. We got to go.
Oh, yeah.
She wrapped that joint up 3 minutes.
she did?
Yeah. All right, y'all. We be right back. Water Ice Radio Uncensored Podcast.
Hi. So it's so funny that we was talking about that because my topic is: can you keep a relationship with your ex friends or family?
No. Like, no, I'm sorry.
No, you answer first. So
Wait, can you?
So can you, like, if you have an ex, right, and y'all 6-7 years deep, right? Y'all break up for whatever reasons. Y'all don't have no kids together or anything, or maybe y'all do have a kid together. But you got close to his friends and their girlfriends and his family.
Oh, okay.
Can you continue a friendship with them outside
So
of the relationship?
this is very, very touchy for me.
Sorry.
It is
Really?
because I just think that my friends and family should have a level of loyalty.
of course.
And depending on why we broke up should also be a factor. I'm going to give an example. I have an ex who ended up working at the same place where a company that a lot of my family members work for, right? And he was immersed in the family for a really long time. However, when we broke up, they were kind of like, well, what's going on? My family was like, what's going on? We love him, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't give all the details at first because it's not everyone's business, right?
Yeah, you don't really want to,
like.
You don't want to jay. I feel like you don't want to jay people's perception of somebody sometimes.
And I'm okay with it being cordial. Like, yo, y'all got to work together. So you could be high by, like, oh, what's up, boy? Whatever. Keep it pumping. But he was doing the most to try to stay in with the family.
Especially if your family is lit.
Right.
And we are. Right? So, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, everyone loves being around my family. We're always having a lot of fun. And he was doing the most to try to stay connected. Even hey, Miss Lorna, happy birthday, shit like that. And I was like, yo, stop calling my mom, dog. Like, I'm not fucking with you. Excuse me, I'm getting upset. Stop messing.
Whoa.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, just, it's over. Stop. So, I had to end up telling the family what he did for them to disconnect.
Oh, this is about to get spicy.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, finally, look, the reason why I don't want him to be around or y'all to really connect with him is blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And one of my cousins was like, oh, word? Wait till the next time I see this little nigga at work.
Wow.
Kind of thing, right?
He a guy or a girl?
Oh, my cousin
Yeah.
is a girl.
Okay.
And she's the confrontational cousin. She the drawbox cousin. Everybody got one of those, right? So, of course, the next time he seen her at work, he was all hyped, like, yo, what's up? Da, 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 da. She was like, fuck you, nigga. Da, da, da.
She's like,
And he laughing because he know what cousin that is. She was like,
She mushed him in the face like,
exactly.
Bitch.
She was like, fuck you, nigga. She's like, don't come over here talking about cuz and all that stuff. You ain't know. Like, she went like in, like, don't do that to my family. So I felt like I had to let them kind of know what the deal was so they could be like, okay, we know why you canceled this nigga.
but what about if it's on the opposite end? So what if you were cool with his family, right? You didn't do him wrong. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? But you didn't build a really good relationship with his family.
I
or
still
his
just think it's a
friends.
line to draw.
Right.
Like, I feel like if I seen them out, like to this, like his parents would never be. I would never be disrespectful to his
Right.
parents. If I saw his mom in the market right now, I would say, "Oh, hey, how you doing,
Yeah.
Mrs. Such and Such?" But I would keep it moving. Or if she engaged in a conversation, I'm not going to be disrespectful and say, "I hate your son. I can't talk to you." I'm not going to do that, you know. But I just think it's a line to draw. I don't think they should be going out. Like, family members shouldn't, ex couldn't be going out together. Like,
Oh.
oh, yo,
That's a lie.
let's
Oh, I
link
don't
up at
trust
the
that.
link up at the bar or something like that. That's shady.
Yeah, I don't trust
And
that.
friends. Because someone just sent me a post the other day that said, watch the people who hang around the people who don't like you. Like, I don't feel like there's a connection there. Like, if we homies, but you real cool with someone who don't fuck with me, so that's shady to me, because I think you playing both. You could possibly be playing both
Both
sides.
sides.
You
I
gotta
have a
watch
different
that.
opinion about that, but
You gotta watch that. I just think, like, with relationships, is just once it's over, it's over. I think everybody should go their own mutual
That's
separate
tough.
I mean, that's a good answer.
yeah, I mean, I think to a certain degree, because it depends. For me, I am not friends with a lot of people's family, but like my very first boyfriend, I was still friends with his family, for his grandmother for a little while afterwards. But somebody who I cared about until, you know, for years. Like, whenever we would link up, because to me he was more like my family at some point. So it was like I wanted to know how she was doing, genuinely interested in her. But I have two friends that I'm close with from one of my exes that I even stayed at their house for a little while. But
After y'all broke up?
After we broke up, and to the point where it was hidden from him too, because if he knew where I was, he would have tried to come there. But then, and also at the same time, he still had, my mom had the same phone number for like ever, like house phone. So he found me because of that. Like, so it was kind of, but he wasn't close. Nobody in my family wanted to be close with him, but he wanted to try to still have some kind of tie to me in a way.
Right.
But the only people who I think is different if you have children involved, obviously,
Children
because
involved.
and the reason why I say this is because I am weirdly tied to my ex's family with my son. Like, I grew up with them. It's almost like I'm his mother's illegitimate child, because that's my mom. Like, when we broke up, I was like, well, what about your mom? Like, I get to keep her, right? And I told her, like, listen, he could be with whoever he want to be, but you belong to me. Like, she's like my mother's sister, aunt, friend, and all in one person. I love her, and I love his family, too. His grandmama's like my grandma. She called me to do stuff for her, stuff like that, but if I had to disconnect myself from them, I would be devastated. But
what if he got
nobody
married
else-
and his wife wanted you to disconnect
No,
yourself?
that wouldn't happen, because let me tell I don't think that I'm getting mad.
She's like, that would happen.
think
Imagine that.
I think that I can honestly say that I think that if he was, whenever he does get with somebody else, that he would not be with somebody that didn't respect the relationship that I had with them.
Gotcha.
Because it has nothing to do with him. Like, when his parents still lived nearby, I would be at their house. He was not there. It wasn't like I was hanging, because my ex-boyfriend had a problem with me, the relationship that I had with them. I would be at their house. It's not like I'm chilling with him and the family. I'm chilling with the family, because this is my family. So, I would think that
Was this even after your mom passed? Like,
this was before and after.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been
I want
close
to know.
with them.
I didn't know if it was like like, you know what I mean? 'Cause
No, well, obviously after my mom passed,
it heightened a little bit.
a
more.
little bit with my relationship with his mom, but my family is really close, so it's not like I lost anything.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But like, I was close with her because we broke up way before my mom passed. He did stuff. He took my mom to chemo and stuff like that. We just was close, like, on that level. But his mom and them, like, no, they live in Alabama now, and I go down there
all the
without
time.
him.
We know.
Yeah, right. Me and my son, we go down there together. He went without me, you know, like, so that's no, because let me tell you now, right now, sis. Whoever you was like, whoever you are, family. But yeah, so, I mean, I think it's to a certain degree.
When it comes to
We love Cynthia.
when it comes to, I ain't even talking like my mom, but when it comes to the kid, it's something different. Because if you have a relationship with the kid, and you have a kid, and your kid got a relationship with their kid,
I forgot about that part.
That's one of the toughest things. And then again, it's not tough. The only thing that will make it tough if the person that you're currently dealing with, if y'all never have a conversation about it.
Right.
And that's really basically the only problem. I kind of had I didn't have a problem, but I knew somebody who had a problem like that. But you have to talk about you have to talk about it.
Those are things that
you know what I'm saying? Because like, depending on how secure your girl or guy is, they can be able to handle that. You know that you still not deal with, but you know that kid. If you've been around that kid 8, 9 years, and your kid been around that kid 8, 9, 10 years, what if they the same age? Right. Or in the same age group? Right. Your kid is gonna ask, yo, can I go to Ray Ray house? Mm-hmm. Like your kid is gonna ask that. And if they have a relationship with the ex, and the ex when y'all was together was taking the kid, spending the night with the ex, well, with your girl at the time or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now y'all not together. Does that stop? Does that stop? So my kid can't see your kid because we not together.
Right.
And my kid can't see your kid because the new person I'm dealing with don't like that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well,
and if you don't have a relationship with my kid, the new person you're dealing with, I don't even think you got no right to say anything to me.
I have a question because your mom is, one of moms where everyone knows her. She's so positive. Do you have any exes that still have relationships or cool with your mom? Or I think she's like one of the moms where I feel like I was so
exactly.
Like I don't even know how close it would be, but it would be
because your mom is on social media,
right? And she just she is.
My mom is,
and she keeps it cute.
Yeah, she neutral, and she
keeps it cute. Like she's neutral.
She neutral, but she got her favorites. You know what I'm saying? She got her favorites that no matter what, like. Some people that like ex that I used to talk to might be in relationships now, and they still cool. Like this one, well, me and this one girl, we was never in a relationship. We was just we just was really really cool, and her mom passed away, and she had always looked at my mom, like how y'all look at my mom, but now when her mom passed away, it was like her relationship with my mom grew to a whole nother level. Whereas though it might be things that, like if I'm at work sometimes and I can't do certain things, or Jerry out the country, you know what I'm saying? I would call her or my mom would call her and she would go running. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Help pick my mom medicine up, do stuff like that. And so she wasn't an ex though. That was just a friend. You know what I'm saying?
But the fact that.
But my mom, she cool, but she do have her favorites. Not favorites, but she got a favorite or two. Right. That you know what I'm saying. No matter if they in a relationship with somebody else, like you know what I'm saying. She's still going.
That's the same thing with me. My son's. I mean, his grandmom told me like if I had a child with somebody else, that she would babysit the child and everything. I was like, oh yeah.
And who had a child?
Me.
Oh,
because when I was in a relationship after, because she still was on the we get married thing.
Right.
So, I mean, like, it was just like when she found out I was in a relationship, she was like, well, Juanita, if you decide to have a child or something like that, that baby can come here just like and I don't know if he knew that, but, I was just like, oh, like, that's so sweet.
I feel like with the exes, for me, I was thinking about friends because with one of my exes, I got real close with his guy friends. Like, they were like brothers to me. So when we
got close with your ex guy friends?
Yeah. Like we were the reason why we were all close is because
why would you make that face?
That's tough though.
We hung out we were a couple where like we hung out all the time together with my girlfriends and their guy. Like, so I was like the homie. So I was around all the time. So when we first broke up, it was like, where she at? Like, they was still looking for me. I was the one trying to fall back, but they would like call me, text me. If they see me out, they would like always
He didn't
show
feel
me
no
love.
type of way about that.
He didn't know because he's not that type of person.
Oh, okay.
But I think just because he's not that type of person, like he's not.
Nah.
And he always, me and him we are okay.
Okay.
When we're out in public and he sees me, he's
No,
showing
you can't.
shit.
You can't. Oh, she wrapping me up. Oh,
No,
shit.
she wrapped us up like a couple minutes.
I ain't know
ago.
what the hell.
I ain't even gonna answer. Why
I'm like, what the
I'm
hell
all
is
like.
Why tapping my damn paper?
I thought you did. You ain't do the. You ain't do the 2 minutes.
Don't y'all wish I was on the other side,
No,
right?
we-
She
no,
harder.
it's all good.
She harder.
I thought.
We still got some. We still got enough. Okay.
Well,
I don't know how he did that though.
but no, he did. So but you know, it fizzled out as the
Okay.
years happened. But when we first broke up, it was like, because I was cool with his homies' girlfriends too. So our kids was hanging around, and that was a part of it.
It
too.
was almost like they were suffering a breakup too.
They were
Yeah.
definitely suffering a breakup because when you're in a relationship and you even like we all got friends that our friends are, like if they break up you're like fuck.
Yeah.
Like my
Right.
girlfriend still wanted me to be friends. Like, you sure you can't? No, bitch, I'm not going back. So my girlfriend still advocated for the relationship, especially if it's a relationship where everybody loves y'all.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not as easy
Yeah.
as because you become friends with that person, especially if they together over 5-6 years.
That's
They
tough
done
to
married.
do as a female. Like my homie can't. Now you can't be friends with my ex though.
All right, so say your homie out at a bar, right? You see her at a bar. He can
Hold
send her
on.
a drink.
Wait,
he can
hold
buy her a shot. Yes, the
Now you can't do that.
She
Why not?
ain't do nothing to you.
It depends on who the homie is.
But
'Cause some niggas is snakes. Like some niggas
right.
got.
You
Right.
going
Some
that
niggas,
route with
some
it.
niggas
You
got
right.
motives though.
But I
Some
also
niggas got
feel like
motives.
You got some homies where like I see people. I see a lot of my ex. They be like, oh, they send me a drink on the love of just like, oh, I fuck with you. Like you was a thorough person. Like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't know if we could be. No, my homie. If me and my ex, or if me and my girl, we broke up, and she now my ex. My man, no, why they cool? Why y'all cool? Cordial, yes. I see you in the mall. Hey, what's up? You want to get on the end pretzel or some shit? But all
You
that,
can
yo,
send me a drink if we happen to be at Landmark. Landmark is a neutral place for West
What's the
Philly
difference between a
motherfuckers.
pretzel and a drink?
Right, you can send me a drink. I've had
it's a
I've
big
had-
difference
better.
between
Well,
because
I think the drink
the
is
liquor
better.
can lead
I've
to
had-
something.
I've had that
And
happen
that
a lot.
pretzel only gonna lead
But
you to
if
the fucking
if you got a
bathroom.
girlfriend if you have an ex that you know ain't even about that shit. One thing about me,
I ain't talking.
friends automatically become off limits. Y'all become ugly real fast.
Not to everybody.
Not to everybody.
Not to
Some
everybody.
people scandalous.
All my girlfriends, husbands, exes.
They be fine as shit, but it's like they
Yo,
they
that-
automatically
like
go
a
right
record.
to
They
the-
look
be
like
nice
Shrek to
looking,
me.
but
That was one of our questions of the day.
Yeah,
You could be
No.
nice looking, but that don't mean I'm a want to mess
right.
with you.
Because it's like if you
I got a
fuck
lot
with
of
your
nice looking
friend,
cousins. I don't want
Let me
to
tell
mess
you
with them
something.
either.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's the same thing.
That is
but,
true, that is-
But the people who I was talking about, they're married. So my ex-boyfriend, his best friend and his wife, we were all like we were their children's godparents, right? When we were together,
Okay.
we broke up. And I was still, I'm still friends with them today, but our relationship is not as close as it used to be. But when we broke up, part of the reason why we broke up is because his best friend, since that's like his brother, but he did me so dirty in a way that the brother, he told me about it. He was like, listen, like,
He snitched.
wait.
He had a motive.
I know it. No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, I
He
swear.
had a motive.
now,
He had
I'm
a
no
motive.
motive. He's married.
But
I
he
was
shouldn't be
best
snitching
friends
on
with
Let's
him.
stop using
He
the
shouldn't
word
be
married as
There's no
oh
motive.
when
That's
you
not
married.
Right
you
now,
shouldn't
me
say
He
shit.
was like my brother
You
too
can't,
at one
but
point.
no, you can't snitch on a nigga.
That-
No,
Listen,
no.
he
you can't.
said he had to snitch because I think
He
should
had
snitch.
to.
He had to.
All right, we gotta take a break. We yeah, niggas snitching on each other.
Yo,
That's
wow.
wild.
Yes, I apologize.
All right, y'all, we'll be right back. Water Ice Radio, Uncensored Podcast. Jill. When we suck. No, suck. Not fuck.
my
Suck.
bad.
When we suck.
Yeah.
Damn. So the love.
Damn, we can't sing his songs no more.
Fuck no.
I'm
Listen,
singing
man,
it.
I'm not gonna say Tank is the lovable asshole of the
He's
week.
just
I'm
an
just gonna
asshole?
say his comment was it wasn't even an asshole comment. It was just the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But again, we done had this talk about double standards, and in life there are double standards. There are certain things
Not here.
women
Who
can
made
do.
the book?
Listen, there are certain things women can do that men can't do. Y'all can get away with certain things. If you, Juan, and Lauren is all in the same hotel room, y'all shower and y'all walk around naked. Nobody's gonna say y'all lesbians, gay, bi. No,
That's
They
very
should,
true.
though,
That's
but
very
they
true.
should.
none of that. If me and your brother,
gonna eat her box.
me and your brother in the same damn hotel room, I come out the shower butt naked. He in the room butt naked. What are we?
Sexy.
Right.
Me.
What that mean? That
Come
don't mean y'all
on.
gay.
What does it mean?
It don't.
If that's not that
So,
was a bad
wait a minute,
example.
wait.
He's not even my brother. He's just my homie.
When y'all go back in the locker room, y'all dicks don't come out.
Yes, when I've seen scenes in
seen
movies.
dicks in the locker room?
No, I've seen scenes. It's shut. You know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna head out.
You said it. She said, I seen. I was, whoa. So what locker room was
You
you
let
in?
me finish.
Oh, sorry.
But isn't that like the truth that men in the football locker room and stuff like that,
Right.
they walk around naked all the time?
Eagle players
I
are
don't know
walking
about
around
that.
naked
Wish they
and
would
they're
show us
strapping
that
up.
footage.
So listen. This is what you guys have to understand. All right.
We nasty.
When we're talking about like a situation like that
Double standard. Go ahead.
no,
It's definitely a double standard.
But that's a place where that
tired of
it
double
only
standards.
happens there. Fletcher Cox, Jason Peters, and fucking
Malcolm Jenkins.
If they was in a
Who y'all think
hotel,
got the biggest
or if they was in a
dick?
mansion,
Michael
them
Jenkins.
niggas would not be in the same bathroom at the same
The
time.
smallest one, yeah.
What?
Fletcher dick ain't that big.
I don't think it's
We
gonna
are
be
on a
that
whole
big.
other topic.
Oh, I'm
and we
sorry.
talking.
Wow. I'm like, whoa, what?
I just was comparing who I
Okay,
thought.
go focus. Bring focus.
Anyway, like I'm saying, when they shower at work, because that's what is at work, they have to be in that shower together. They're not even together.
Do you
but
think they
that's
shower
when
with underwear on?
No, but I'm
In
saying,
jail, maybe,
but
not in there.
They can't. They don't have a separate shower for everybody where you can close it. That's the only place that's going to happen. But
So
if
the
you,
double standard is that a girl can be bi curious, but a man can't be bi curious.
what's but bi curious, you're still gay.
I just
And you
wanna
being
know-
bi curious,
You're bi
and then
gay.
you do it and you don't like it. As a female, you is not.
You're not bi gay.
Well, wait a minute. Can we
Nah,
bring
yeah.
this back real quick? Let's just remind people what Tank said.
Right.
So,
in
this-
the full context, because that's the problem is people
They do
clip.
a sound bite and
Right.
always
Exactly.
It was a really bad example.
It
Let's
really
let-
was.
it was
His
a-
example
was.
was
Not
horrible
arguing at that point
because
at all.
I didn't even like what he
Service
said.
is
He
okay,
said
so I'm not even a fan of it.
he said some guy
Lies.
sucked the
No, she
he
said
did
give them
not.
the full context.
Right. The full
So they were
context
co-
was
Because he ain't keep
Angela
his own.
Yee, they were all having a conversation.
okay, my bad. I didn't hear
And initially it was, he was saying that a guy is not a liar if he lied, whatever, many
More than
times,
once.
right? More than once. So Angela Yee said, so if a guy sucked a dick more than once, is he gay?
he said
That's
that.
how it came out. He
Right.
was like,
So he was trying to fit his comment.
right. But
But why
in
you
all
go that route?
actuality,
She asked the
he
question.
shouldn't have.
She asked the question,
he
though.
says now that he wish he didn't keep doing it.
Because Angela put the hook out there.
Always.
He been.
But the thing
But he
is
always
that,
does it. If you watch any of his interviews, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is not the first time he has said some
off
Crazy.
the
off
wall.
the
Homophobic.
wall
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in a
homie.
sexual manner.
And he said that he
does
has
it
to-
every time.
he said he likes to argue his point. But the thing is that I wanted to say in his defense, not really in his defense, but just to play devil's advocate, because in all actuality, what he said is true, because the act of gay sex does not make you gay, quote unquote. Like to people, like straight people, they would be like, you know, if you do saying that you because in all, that gay is not an act of sex.
Thank
and
you. Let me
by
go by
definition.
Textbook definition.
But if you're so you can that doesn't necessarily make you gay. But to me, is that gay? Yes. If you suck one dick, you're gay. But the thing about it, somebody made a good point. They said that you have to make a lot of steps before you get to sucking a man's dick as a man. So you have to like a man. So you have to be gay to suck a man's dick because you got to look this man in his eyes. He said you got to smell this man's breath. He said you smell his cologne all before his dick gets to your mouth. So you got to be gay if you make it that far.
I'm not even going that route. It's the thought of, let me see if I like to suck dick.
Right.
And
said-
to me, that already triggers to me that you are curious
Right,
about
it.
the sexual act
Yeah.
with another man.
I definitely
so
agree.
if
Bi
you're
curious is a thing though.
So that don't
Kyra,
make you
could you
sick.
Here's why the thing, right?
I don't even-
Bi curious is a thing. A lot of
So-
people want to try. If a woman is bi curious, is that a problem?
Nope.
For who? Me?
Yeah.
Because
Why
it's
would
the
it
same
be?
thing with women. Like, I have to consciously say, I'm going to flip
So
my
let me-
lips on this.
Here you go.
Let me
Absolutely.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I
Let
would
me
be
ask
like,
you a question.
no.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I got it ready for
So
you.
are you okay with dealing with a guy who told you he
You're
sucked
asking
the
the
dick
wrong
before?
person.
So you talking to a
If
nigga
you
that suck a
sucked
dick?
the dick 20 years ago, what the fuck they got to do with me?
What if he
Right.
sucked the dick 2 weeks ago?
No.
And he in Tasha's.
In the
Huh?
bathroom.
He ain't hitting it. He's good.
Huh?
He's good. He ain't hitting. He's clear.
So Kyra's cool with a nigga who sucked.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying-
So can you talk to a nigga who
People got
sucked?
skeletons in their closet every day. Nobody. If somebody could have sucked the dick, how am I supposed to know?
I would appreciate
How the
It's
fuck am I
different.
going to know that he sucked dick 20 years ago?
But this is what we're talking about. The skeleton, the nigga came. I'm coming out. The nigga came out. So if he came out, you cool with talking to a
think-
nigga that sucks some dick? Are
I
you
think
cool
I
with,
would be open to it.
Are you cool?
I want to say I would be okay with it, but I know in my mind I would be like, this nigga suck dick, though.
But
I don't
he
think
sucked
about
dick
it.
20 years
I
ago.
don't think about
He's
it.
40 now.
20
When he
years
was in his
ago.
21,
That
when he
is
was in 21, he
crazy
was
to
gay.
me.
He don't
I
want
would
men no
never
more.
be able to unsee that.
But women can play around with women all the fucking time and then go marry a man and be fine. That's like it's a
Y'all
double.
understand?
It's a double
That's a
standard.
double
It's a
standard that we
double
have to
standard.
live
It's a
with.
major double
And
standard.
nothing about me is homophobic, right? I feel like
Right,
people
me
can do
either.
whatever you want to do.
You can do
But
whatever you
he
wanna do.
cannot tell me when he was 21 he sucked a dick and now he decided that he didn't like it anymore. I'm sorry.
But what if he
It's-
didn't tell you?
He
What
still
if you never
sucked.
know?
But
He
that's
still
not-
sucked
I'd
the
rather
dick.
you
He
not
just sucked the
tell
dick
me.
on the
I
low.
really not. I don't
He
want
sucked
to
the dick on the low.
He
I
might
don't
not.
That
know.
nigga said.
He know. He did it. Oh, this is a lot of work. My jaws
That nigga
hurt.
said-
No,
y'all see the
no,
picture
just
he got with the
stop.
hot
You
dog?
Yeah.
Stop.
He said somebody repo
DL
He was like, I should have
reposted
cut
this.
that up in pieces.
What the
The hot dog. He was
Tank
like, I
said I
shouldn't
should
have
cut it
like
up in pieces. That's still gay. So you want to eat little dicks? God damn it, Tank! You know what? I was never a fan of you anyway.
I love Tank.
I'm not a fan of a lot of R&B guys, and he was one of them. Like he didn't.
He gives me gay vibe though.
I
Most
met
R&B
Tank.
people.
I love gay guys that are masculine. They're sexy to me. Like I watch gay porn, gay guy porn.
But are you into pagan? Are you into that?
I'm not into pegging.
But you into gay guys?
I like watching gay porn.
So wait, did y'all talk about the barbershop thing?
Yeah, we talked about that last
I
week.
wasn't here for that.
Oh yeah, you missed it.
I missed
We
it.
can't.
But that's I'm out of. It a little bit turns me on.
So
What-
you
what-
didn't see it?
Oh no! So
No.
what happened was I told him, I said, look, I wanted to see the video up until they told me
What
what was going on.
So one of my best friends who happens to be a man, he was like, yo, did you hear about this barbershop video? And I was like, well, yeah, no. What are y'all talking about? And he was like, look, I didn't even get past the first 3 seconds when I saw, because he said when they told him, he thought it was about to be some bitches in the
Right.
barbershop twerking and stuff, doing some crazy stuff in the barbershop.
Not
he
at
said he
all.
clicked and saw Boy Cutting just swinging. He said, oh no, this is
Yeah.
not.
See,
this is not for
because
me.
everybody was talking about it. I was like, damn. I said, what's going on in Atlanta? But then I saw it say gay, so I was like, damn, what the fuck happened? I was already traumatized with that.
Yeah, no.
Yusuf
I had-
Max shit, because I clicked on that shit and he getting fucked in that. He told me something. Give me more. I'm like, this nigga is.
I think the
In
more
your
manly they
ass.
look sometimes is a little bit more.
Well, let's
sexier.
get. But you said gay porn turn you on.
Yeah.
But you're not into pegging.
I'm not.
I'm
But
not
you
maybe
like
I might
watching. You like watching men
I
get
feel
fucked
like
by other men.
I feel like pegging is a lot of work on my end. Why do I got to do all this fucking work?
I don't
Yeah, I'm on my-
necessarily
Oh, you
watch
lazy.
gay porn,
Yeah.
but I think looking at the naked men is what. But I don't want. Once they get to the sex part,
This shit is making my stomach hurt.
I don't want to see
All right,
that.
what's
one.
this happening?
Once they get to the
Cause
sex
it's
part.
just not. I love a man's body, but I mean, I think dicks are beautiful. Some men hate. They talk about how ugly dicks are. I think coochies are disgusting looking, but men who are straight like
I done
them.
seen some Arby's pussy before. You have.
Yeah, you was.
No, I don't,
Wait a
I don't even
minute,
eat Arby's. I don't like roast beef. I don't
Yes,
eat
the
that
fuck
shit.
you was tearing that roast beef
I
up.
do
Extra
not
gravy.
eat roast beef.
Fuck outta here.
the meat.
Nah, I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. And y'all know I don't even eat vegetables. I be vegan then. I ain't fucking with that shit. All right.
Wait, I'm still on Kyra. On the what?
I mean, I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
Why?
Go.
Why?
The topic.
So y'all. So I'm saying. So do y'all? Who all agrees
I
with
think
Tank?
that's gay.
I don't think. Well, I don't agree with him.
He said. Oh, I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
What?
That was
mean-
horrible to hear him say that. And
I
then see
think
him
that
with
was
the
his
hot dog.
own. I think that was his own.
It's one of those
feelings,
comments.
his actions.
So you think that he did? He tried it, and then he tried it one more time.
So let's do this. Well, not me, but y'all watch the interview again. His mannerisms is gay. His mannerisms is gay. And if you
So a man
listen to him
can't hold
talk,
his hand like this.
why? Why he doing
He's
that?
cold.
Why he doing that?
He is cold outside.
Not in the inside of a building. He ain't. I know they had heat
How
on.
was it, Slack?
And he said he don't like that. If a nigga talk like, and he put this on it, something is wrong with him. Well, you know he doesn't. Yo, don't be pecking my finger in my hand. All right, let me get to my topic. I can't remember what it was. Cairo was trying to peg me. Have you ever tried to change your life? And if so, was the process easy or hard? Have you ever tried to change your life? Have you ever tried to change something that you thought was bad, you knew was bad, or you're just trying to change for the better, or you're trying to change for your family, your job? Have you ever tried to change your life? And if you have, was the process easy or was it hard?
Oh God, I gotta go first again.
Yeah, because you in the process of changing your life now, right? Because you just started.
I am. So
You started at so you go to E9 now?
So I've always
You always went to E9?
I've always grown up in a church. E9 is I do belong to E9.
Oh, I was joking.
No, he was. I know he was joking.
He was. I thought you was for real.
I thought he was being an asshole.
Huh?
No, I knew he was being an asshole.
You do too?
No.
I didn't want to go to E9 because everybody go to E9, but I did.
But
All the
let me in my
heathens go to
defense.
E9.
In my defense, we was at the old E9. My family started at the
Germantown?
old. Yeah, correct.
Okay, I was at the
and we
small
just
E9.
migrated to
Okay.
when
Y'all would follow your
right,
church?
exactly. But as I've gotten older, I've tried to rededicate my life to God. And just recently, I've started watching a church online that I really enjoy all the time. And I went to a conference where the church was. And it's an interesting experience that I'm having because it's almost like a tug of war because there are a lot of things that are being preached and said and getting more into the Bible and reading it. It's a lot of stuff that I just should not be doing. Right. But I'm emerged in a world, especially in this business, where it's a lot of things that are going on that I should technically be staying away from. So the reason why I like this particular church that I watch online is that they want people to come in their brokenness. Like if you're still doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, if you're an alcoholic, you're a drug addict, whatever the case might be, and teach you and give you the word, and then you make the decision on how you want to move forward with it. My own experience is that it's hard. It's hard not to be like want to go out with my friends every weekend to get drink and get fucked up and all stuff like that. But my major thing is I'm having the hardest time stop cursing. I know it sounds sophomoric, but
No, it doesn't.
it's
It's
really,
hard.
really, really
Very.
hard. I have a potty mouth, like horrible, and it's one of the hardest things that I've been struggling with and trying to stay in prayer about. Like, you can't be talking to people like that or whatever. But I will say it is a very difficult, especially. We branch off and have like online Bible study and stuff like that just to stay in fellowship. And a lot of people are having a problem with like, I guess the born again version thing, maintaining from abstinence before marriage.
So
and
that's what
stuff
you're doing
like
right now?
that. I did not say that.
Oh, because I'm gonna say, okay, go ahead.
The checkbox is low.
level.
It's something that you want to get
Let's
to.
just say other on this.
Other. Well, I'm not. So here's the thing. I'm not in a relationship with anyone, so I don't really have it. Makes it easier, right? But people are really struggling with that.
Oh, if they're in a relationship.
If you're in a
Yes.
relationship with
Pause, wait a
someone
minute. Okay.
and you're saying I'm abstaining from having sex until we're married, like people are out there really struggling with that because that's technically what the word says, that you should not. And when my pastor has broken it down, it makes sense. Like when you having sex with someone, you are really giving yourself to them. But we are lived in such a world where sex doesn't really mean anything. It's just sex. that it takes away from that. So it's a struggle. So yes, I'm prayer is very, very you had a young lady on your show too, on the show that
Oh yeah, Miss Holiness.
Miss Holiness. And
Holy.
when I was like really in tune to listening to her,
too.
because it's really hard. It really is hard to completely, and it's hard, especially in dating, especially with women, for you to be like, well, just to let you know, I've given my life to Christ and I won't be fucking. So, and guys is just like, I'm cool with that. Even with just religion in general, people are turned off by religion, and it makes you wanting to like hide it. And I kind of declared that, you know, I want to unapologetically live in my truth and love and, you know, be okay with letting people know that, you know, I am a child of God, whatever. But I have my faults. I'm not I'm not a Bible thumper. Right. Some people like, oh,
I feel like because once you put that out there, people now are going to judge everything you do, which I think is the frustrating thing. Like you can't, people, once you put something out there, people now want to judge it. But you have to learn to like, once I put it out there, it's out there, but I'm not worried about your judgment with me.
Yeah, I mean, just because I throw up a scripture on my timeline and then the next thing that you see is that I'm out having fun with my friends doesn't mean that I'm a backslider. It means I'm a work in progress. Like why? And people who love the Lord, that doesn't mean you can't have fun. Like, I mean, I think it's just like a lot. People just like to judge the religion thing and everything you do. So yes.
What you said is I'm not that I'm that far from you right now, but I just got baptized like 3.5 years ago, and that sex part was I mean, I did really well for a long time, and I'm not going to say anymore.
Cause nigga, I was about to say, I think you're doing fine right now.
You are the goal.
I'm the goat.
God laid His hand on you.
And I mean, even before. You know, I was doing well before because I was in a relationship before I got baptized. So after that, I got baptized after the relationship. So for a while, I was still abstaining before I was even baptized. But that is a struggle. It is really serious, especially when you're somebody who really believe in your heart this is what you want to do. But that straddling the fence thing is a tough cookie than a mug. But for me, I'm going to say one of the things, because that's a given for me. But the struggling with maintaining a healthy lifestyle has been horrible for me. Like I've gone so up because it used to be, I've always been like a big girl, whatever, but I was very healthy at one point. I was in shape, and I could do some like running and stuff like that and still be able to eat stuff and not gain any weight from it. But it's just like a whole down trot that I've taken over the past 4 or 5 years, I want to say. Like it's gotten it's going up and down so much, I can't seem to keep a consistent thing going for myself. And before, it used to be like I didn't always eat very healthily, but I worked out a lot, so you couldn't really tell. But it's been there where it's a struggle for me to even get into the gym, and that used to never be a problem because I like to be active in general. Like I like doing stuff outside, especially if outdoors is included in it. I like to hike. I like to do like walking and stuff like that. Like I'm not talking about I like to do miles and stuff like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I have not had the desire to go to the gym physically in so long, and it bothers me to a point, even when it's like in my house doing stuff. Like I found today, even I took pictures and sent it to my cousin because things have become a cluttered mess in my life, and it's trickling into my household, and it is bothering me like mentally, but physically I haven't been able to overcome it. That has been a struggle for me.
Have you ever tried meditation?
Very briefly. But it did, and it was it's not that it didn't work, but I just like.
Because it's all about the focus part about it, and it's like real hard.
I was thinking about bringing somebody that does yoga onto our show because I agree. Mine will probably be around that, but I feel like just my lifestyle in general, like I just do so much. Like there's so many hats that I'm wearing that I haven't got no order in my life. And it's like my daughter said, "Mom, we need a reality TV show because we popping." And she right. Like between her and me, every day is a day. Like I think our only normal day that we just come home and it's like a family day to me with me and my daughter is Thursday. Because once dance starts, every day is a new day. So it's just like finding order. But it's weird because I like it. Like, I like the rush of all the things going on. So when, like last night, I didn't want to go out. But I didn't want to stay in. But I really didn't want to go out. So I ended up going out. Only because it was a man involved. But I was like, recently, I've been wanting to, like, just stay in and not do nothing. But I also feel like sometimes that I'm wasting time. Like, I just feel like I'm all over the place.
I feel that.
But I think my struggle has been just finding a balance. And the balance is in all of it. In just my work, my daughter, motherhood, my lifestyle, you know what I mean, sex. I mean, but to me, like, I just put that in a different thing. But even that, like dating, like all of it, it's just like trying to find a balance is hard. And then drinking. So I was going to talk about somebody, and he was like, well, our lifestyles are so different. I was like, wow. He was like, 'cause I'm not trying to drink no more, and you like to go out. And I'm like, I said, so we can't talk because our lifestyles are different. And then I try to push it on him, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, he's right. Because I'm going to get annoyed by the fact that he's trying to not do these things, and I'm going to want to do them.
But there's your balance, though.
I know. And that's probably what I need. So I'm looking at him like, I need you, but it's going to be a struggle being with you. But I need that struggle. So it's weird. Balance.
I've been a heathen my whole life, man. I've been a heathen my whole life, and this is one of the hardest things to do, period, as a human being, is trying to change your life. So what I've been doing recently is I've been trying to discipline myself. Every day I challenge myself to do something different. Every day, whether it has something to do with grooming, like grooming myself, my beard, my hair, something about myself. I try to wake up every day I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway to go to work. But I try to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do one type of exercise where I try to plank for 1 minute every day at 4 o'clock. Some days I wake up at 4, some days I don't. But I try to discipline myself to do something that I wouldn't do. Like when I wash clothes in my house, the clothes that I wash, when I put them in the basket, they stay in that basket.
You don't fold your clothes? I don't either.
I fold my clothes, but they still stay in the basket.
Yeah.
I got 2 bags of laundry folded right in my room.
What I notice is that when you are accustomed to doing something, you're gonna always go or do the easy route. Like I go to work and I go there, I punch in, and then I sleep for 2 hours. Right? I sleep for 2 hours, and depending on if I had an edible or something, I might sleep for 3 hours. But just think about if I didn't sleep for those 3 hours, I could be doing something creative. I could be doing something different. That whole 3 hours instead of sleeping. Because after I done slept for 3 hours, now I'm behind on my work. Now I gotta hurry up and do some work. So the creative thing that I wanted to do, I don't got time to do. Right. I made sure I had time to go out the night before though. I made sure I had time to, eat that edible or take a couple shots when I know I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to discipline, and not even trying, I am disciplining myself. And I think we all should try that. Yeah. Try to do something different that you haven't been doing every day. Something that you know you shouldn't be doing, do something different. Do something different. So I've been going to Bible study off and on since 2016 at this church. Now I have a home church, but my home church is like under renovation. Okay. So, but now I've been going heavy every Tuesday. I go to men's worship from 6:30 to 7:30, and then I do Bible study from 7:30 to 8:30. And when you go somewhere and somebody, not even that you feel like they talking to you, but when they just talking like a positive message, and it's like, damn, I could do all this. I could be doing all of this. It's so hard to change because you've been doing something for the past 25, 30 years straight. So none of us are addicted to anything, right? Like, alcohol, drugs, or anything like that. But you are addicted to doing some of the shit that you shouldn't be doing. Right. Like I know I'm addicted to going to sleep at work. I know it. I know it, and it's funny. But if you if you think about it, like, damn, you go to work every day, and every day you sleeping for 2 to 3 hours. What you could have done if you was woke those 2 to 3 hours?
Why you get caught and get fired?
I've been there almost 20 years. That's not going to happen.
But I think that happens though. I feel like people get comfortable in their job, and that's the thing. Not even that. You just get comfortable with your life. You get comfortable in your life doing the same shit. You do.
Once you step out of that, and then
so try on Monday not to go to sleep.
Well, I've already been doing that. I've already been doing that. Like, I used to go to the gym. 6 years ago, I was in the gym. I was in the gym. Y'all might remember that I was in the gym every day. Night personal fitness. I was there 4 days a week. I was there 3 days a week and 1 day on the weekend. I was jacked.
You were.
I was jacked.
Yeah, I hugged them one time.
I was jacked.
Okay, well, tell you.
Daddy.
I was disciplined enough to. I didn't even have a car, and I made sure I went to the gym every day. So we lose our way with certain things. And once you do it once or twice, then it becomes a habit. So then your good things become your addiction. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not an easy process for anybody. Changing your life is regardless of what your situation is, nothing about that shit is easy. Try to do something on Monday. If
See
you
how
do
the
it
devil
on Monday,
working? They don't want them to hear this message.
I know. The devil always working.
Busy.
The devil is he always busy, but the Lord know my heart. But we're gonna get out of here. We want to give a special shout out to our wine sponsor, Love Jones. We really appreciate you sponsoring us every show. Another shout out to Water Ice and their wonderful event that they had. Uncensored Podcast has a live show coming up, and I had like 10 people text me already telling me they got tickets already or buying tickets. They cash having me money. So listen, if y'all coming to the show, make sure y'all get y'all tickets November.
Make sure y'all get there early because I feel like this shit is about.
Yeah, this shit gonna be lit. November 20th, Pub Web. Doors open at 7. Music by DJ Q. We got so many crazy games and
we want to be interactive. We want y'all involved.
Already got my topic for the 20th. I'm not even changing this joint. Like, this joint gonna be so lit.
I got my shenanigans together.
Oh Lord.
Got your what together?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, she gonna be lit. So shout out to everybody who listen, watch.
Don't stop. Don't end the show yet. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh no! Thank you for coming in on the show.
You know, I'm usually back there.
You usually backstage being our fact checker.
Back there.
She
You know what I mean?
So let me
I'm like, Lauren, is that right? Is that right? She's like, I'm already on it.
I'm already on it. No, but seriously, thank you for having me on the show. A lot of people don't like to collab with other people and having them on their platform, so I appreciate y'all having me.
Weird life.
We family. So listen, y'all, make sure y'all share, like, tell a friend about our page on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We out of here. I'm Slap Rock the King, Lil Honey, More Wine, Lauren Reed live. Creative. Shit, I was on the road. I should have just said Linnea. Y'all gotta see Creative with the heels on doing her thing. We out of here, y'all. Uncensored Podcast is the War Ice Radio. See y'all next week.